Hello, I'm Walter Newcomb, and welcome to IB 20th Century World History. I'd like to take a moment to talk a little bit about the elements of IB 20th Century World History. This class is second part of a two-year course. First year course was called IB History of the Americas. During year two of the course, we'll focus on one prescribed subject, conflict and intervention, which it will be Rwanda and Kosovo. I want to take a look at the issues of genocide and ethnic cleansing, and see how the international community responds to those particular events. We'll take a look at two topics, cause and effects of 20th century world wars. And so we want to look at how wars start in practice and the effects. And so we'll zero in on the First and Second World Wars, as well as civil wars that occurred in the 20th century, like the Chinese Civil War and Spanish Civil War. And then we'll take a look at authoritarian states of the 20th century. We want to look at how these states rise to power, consolidate and maintain their power, and contribute to the collapse of these authoritarian states. So we'll take a look at Germany with Hitler, Soviet Union with Stalin, and China with Mao. Throughout the school year, we're going to focus on a variety of skills and formats related to the IB exam. And so those are papers 1, 2, and 3. So the skills like OPVL, cause and effect, compare and contrast, examine, evaluate, analyze documents, all these types of skills you'll find on any of those exams, but then also some historical writing. And so that would mean like essay writing. And then a whole bunch more of skills that we'll get into the course as well. We'll examine knowledge issues, and so I'm talking about TOK, and engage in international mindedness. After all, this is an IB course. Schoology will be the learning platform for 2020-2021. So this is something that your student has engaged in past school years. All course resources, current past assignments, course grade, all that can be located on the Schoology page. So it's very critical that you engage in Schoology. There will be daily attendance, and so it's very important that the hybrid and the VLA students look at the daily attendance. There might be a question, a form to be filled out, something that they need to engage in. So it shows that they have logged in and they have done coursework that particular day. Updates. This is an important element of Schoology that sometimes is overlooked. Periodically, I will be sending out updates, preview of the week, reminders, maybe some random thoughts, but I do intend to be sending out updates. And so there's no excuse for not knowing what is happening in class. Fridays are going to be called Flex Fridays, and these days are distant learning days, but they're also days for additional support. So this is an opportunity for your students to get a hold of me if there's something that needs to be clarified. They don't necessarily have to always wait for Friday to get the points to be clarified. They can send me an email, or we can establish a Google Meet on some of those other days during office hours as well. Course resources. In that particular folder, you're going to find a lot of information, the course information, contact information, the syllabus that'll have the grading procedures in there. You'll also find the textbook that we'll use for the particular course, 20th century. And there are 4 textbooks. We do not have a physical copy of those books, so they'll be in PDF format. Current and completed folders will also be found in Schoology. There you'll see the assignments posted, and my job is to make sure that those assignments are posted every day by 8:30. They'll be appropriate labeled, so you'll know when those assignments have been posted, and it has all the pertinent information, including the deadlines in there. So it's important to take a look at those assignments. Fridays, again, are Flex Fridays. It's a day for distant learning. One thing that will be different than perhaps from trimester 3 of last school year, this is going to be synchronous learning. And so everyone's going to be learning at the same time. So it's going to be very important, very critical to be aware of the deadlines and some of these assignments that also will be posted may have some time constraints, so need to be aware of that as well. And again, if there's any questions, concerns, can always contact me for clarity. So with that, that's a little bit of IB 20th Century. Now a little bit about who I am. I am Mr. Newcomb here, and I have taught at Park High since 1993. And I've taught IB history since we began the program in 2010. And I have taught both year 1 and year 2 of IB history. I am very passionate for the study of history. I have a history degree from the University of Minnesota, so it is very near and dear to my heart, and the passion will be coming out. I have been with the Park Girls Soccer program since 1994, so besides being an educator here at Park High, I'm also one of the coaches at Park High too, in this case in the Park Girls Soccer program as a varsity assistant. And I want to just conclude by saying I care very deeply for the Park High school community. I've been associated with Park since 1993, so I am very aware of the rich tradition that is associated with Park High School. So with that, thank you, and look forward to the 2020-2021 school year. Let's bring it on.